Hello and welcome to step number 1 of 4. This is all about laying down the foundations. Now, as you can see, we've got some bullet points we're going to be going through in this particular video. If you look at the vid and then the number, that refers you to the video, which goes into more detail in the free version of this course. So just to give you a bit more context, I'm going to basically go through all the points, and for the bullet points that have the asterisks here, that means I'm going to be popping onto a slide just to maybe explain the points further as to what we need to do in order to build out your business system. So first of all, the offer. Now, if you have been following me in the free version, awesome. The offer actually relates to video number 2 of that video series of 30, and I will be again referring to John as the live example I use in the free version as well as this version as well, just to give you again some more context. So the offer, we are basically essentially building the break-even back-end model. So it's all about building a system that is reliable, sustainable, and very robust, which basically sits behind your business. And it's great to have a fantastic offer to entice potential prospects into your business system to then churn out as a great quality lead who will then eventually be a client. So the offer needs to be amazing. Now, the idea behind this break-even back-end model is not to essentially make money off the front end, but really, if you were to break even, as the name suggests, a break-even back-end model, it's all about concentrating on the back end. So really, we are trying to keep the customers and increase our long-term value of the customers that we have, the clients that we bring into our business system. So the offer again needs to be amazing in order for people to be interested in the first place. And if you make money off the front end offer, then great. That's obviously an amazing thing. But even if you were to break even, again, that's absolutely fine because you will be making money off the back end in the months to come. So the offer. The way I see this is for you to have an offer that is priced between £200 and £500. Now, I find in particular in the health and fitness industry, the offer is greatly priced at around £200, or in John's case, we suggested £197. Now, the reason why £197 is a great price for an offer is because people can fund that sort of money. You're not going to be breaking the bank. You don't need to be asking to borrow money, I'm very much sure, for £200. £500, again, that's definitely doable. If you feel you've got a programme that is worth £500, this can work. But I do think that £197, well, from £200 to £500 is a great price range to start with. And John's offer exactly was a 4-week programme, drop a dress size or 2, 30-day challenge. Now, when it comes to the time frame of your offer, I do think anywhere between 4 and 6 weeks is great. So if you already have a program within that 4 to 6 week time frame, brilliant. You can put that forward, and if you feel like your program that you have already can fit between £200 and £500, fantastic. If you feel you have to create something from scratch, absolutely fine. I'm sure that you do have a program ready to go. You just maybe need to spend a bit of time working towards putting it all together. But the time frame is great for it to sit between 4 and 6 weeks. So again, in John's example, as my live client throughout this training, he is offering at £197, drop a dress size or 2, 30-day challenge. So nail down your offer, nail down your price range and the time frame. Okay, so daily targets. Now, I believe that in this video series, or in this training, that a expectation of £5,000 is definitely doable as a goal for you to achieve financially when putting this training into practice and implementing it into your business. Now, again, this is what I agreed with John as his target. So £5,000, and we're going to be working out our KPIs as we continue in this training. But £5,000, if you were to break that down, actually works out to be just over 25 sales a month. If he's working at £197 per programme that he's offering, like his front end offer. And that actually works out to be just over a sale every single day for 5 to 6 days of the week. So if you look at video 2, video 3 and video 4 on these areas here, that's what you can refer to for further context to support this this training. But yes, it's £5,000 as a target at £197 for his programme, and that works out to be between Monday and Friday he needs to be making a sale. So that's basically his KPI, his daily target. So over to you. Feel free just to sit down and work out what you want in terms of your financial goal, and if you want to follow exactly what we do, what I've done for John, then that's absolutely fine. So by this point, your offer is £197, your target is £5,000 in revenue, and then you would then know, based off that, if you wish to follow suit, that is going to be a sale a day between 5 and 6 days out of the week. So John knows every single day, Monday to Saturday, he needs to be making a sale. Now, strike up conversations. In order to make sure your campaign works and you do hit your £5,000 target financial revenue coming into your establishment, your business, I do recommend that you have money already laying on the table that you may not even realise. And if you refer to video 4 of the 30 video series, that again will give you some more context around this point. Now, I've suggested to John, and you can do this yourself, to go back and just strike up a conversation for the clients and prospects who've expressed interest with you during the last 12 months, but who haven't actually bought into you for whatever their reasons were. Maybe the timing was wrong, maybe they didn't understand the program, maybe they didn't want to join the program, whatever it is. And it could be a simple way of just sending a text message or writing an email, or maybe just sending them a voice note either on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, and just basically ask, hi, so-and-so, how are you getting on with losing weight or increasing your fitness or maybe gaining muscle, whatever it is that you deal with your client for. Just strike up a conversation. And if you were to maybe try and do that between 5-10 times of the day, like 5 to 10 conversations, you'll begin to see that you will be able to manage hitting that daily target of 1 sale per day, which will complement your campaign greatly if you were to do that. So that is another point to think about when you're laying down the foundations. Ideal clients. Now, your ideal clients, you might have many. So in video 5 of the 30-day free series I do, I went into detail about my experience going into David Lloyd. You could see as a customer or as a client, me going in as a member, there are many different types of target markets that David Lloyd's attract. However, I would always suggest one target per campaign. So one niche, one target market per campaign. So in John's case, he has one bucket that we're going to be using for his campaign. You might have many buckets. And what do I mean by buckets? A male or a female, that could be considered as 2 buckets by themselves. But you could have a male bucket who's like 40 plus. That could be one bucket. You can have another bucket of people. So it could be male under 40s. And you might even cater for females as well. So you could have a bucket of females 40 plus and females under 40. So again, you can see there, that's actually 4 buckets of people. What I want you to do for this particular campaign as we build your first business system out is just choose one target market, one bucket, one pool of people, because when you master one, you can then build another campaign, another business system to then attract that other bucket. So obviously the more business systems you have in place, more funnels as it were, the more money you can generate into your gym. But for now, or your business as an online coach, But wherever you are, whatever it is, just now pick either your preferred or your favourite, whoever your top ideal client is right now, just choose one. And in John's case, as an example, he's going for women from 35 plus. So 35 to 55 is actually his bucket, so his ideal client in his campaign. Okay, so overview of the business system. What is it that I'm actually talking about? So this refers to a slide I'm going to show you. So one sec. So this is the business system overview. You have here 4 different stages, 4 different elements we're going to be building out together. Now the first picture shows an advert on Facebook. I didn't actually press post on this or like launch that campaign, but it was just to show you that this is where we would create the Facebook advert. So for then the prospect to scroll down on their newsfeed, see your attractive offer. They also would then see the time frame of your program offer. They would also see the price of your offer, and then hopefully we are optimizing your advert to then click through to what we call here the landing stroke bridge page. Now this is what we would be building in a program called ClickFunnels. Then I'm not too sure exactly if you know ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is a fantastic software, and it's where essentially we build a funnel which sits behind your business. So really essentially it's the business system, and this is the first page in ClickFunnels that we build. So here it basically is congruent with the offer. It would detail all the information that again the prospect would need to make an informed decision to then go ahead to the application page. So this is the third part of the business system. This is what we're going to be building in a software called Typeform. You might have heard of Typeform. It's a great software, great program. And yes, we're going to be qualifying the prospects even more just through a simple set of questions. Again, they're going to be very primed and hot, basically a very amazing hot lead, because by the time they finish the application and they still like what they see, then they're going to be pinged back to ClickFunnels, and this is what we call a thank you page. So basically we congratulate them for completing the application, and that you will be getting in contact with them in order to book a call and close a sale with them over the phone. So this is essentially the process. This is the business system overview. So again, a Facebook advert is what we will create, which has the fantastic offer, detailing the price and the time frame. They will then go into the landing page, stroke bridge page in ClickFunnels to basically get them to qualify, pressing that button there that you can see in blue. We'll then go through a series of questions in the application page in Typeform, which is actually integrated and embedded in ClickFunnels, and then they go back to a thank you page where we congratulate them, and you then have a exciting time looking forward to them closing the sale on the phone. So that is the business system overview. And if you want more information, just refer to video 6 in the video series, the free one. The links are below. So there is a common question, why not a website? Well, a website is great, and if you have a website already, that's absolutely fine. But I would actually put your website on hold, put it on pause. Let's say you've had it on your to-do list to maybe revamp your website. I'm not saying not to look after your website, but when people land on your website, let's say if we were to create an advert and send people to your website, there's a lot more going on a website. You have contact information, no doubt you might have images of your gym, or you know, dealing with your clients. You might also have other promos on at the moment, and it's a great place to obviously have a prospect hang out, but in terms of them knowing what to do when they're on your website, they may not know, because you just want them to have a very enjoyable, easy visit. And if they have too many menus, too many bars for them to press on and options, then you might end up losing the prospects. So that's why we have what we call a funnel. the business system that we build, because it's very to the point. It takes a customer, a prospect, through a journey, and it basically gets them to understand the offer that you're offering and to get them to qualify themselves into your program to then buy from you. So then you're not just getting leads your way, you're qualifying them into a quality lead. And a funnel is just more focused, it's more optimized in order to convert a lead into a client. And that is why I always suggest to my clients to concentrate on building out a business system first over a website. More information can be found in video 7. Okay, we're going to head over to another page, and this also refers to video 8 in the video series. Now, this is what I call like your funnel stats, so your business system stats really. So we're going to be basing it on just an easy number for ease for an example of this. Let's say we were to get 100 clicks, so 100 people land onto the bridge page, your landing page from the advert on Facebook. And let's just say we get 25 to 35% click onto the application page. So then the prospect is then qualifying themselves into your program. And let's just say you get 15 to 35% apply. That works out to be between 4 and 12 leads. And if you were to work towards a 75% response rate and then 75% enroll into your program, this is what I want you to basically build your business system around. These are the markers that we can definitely achieve when building your business system. Let's say, and also that we're trying to get a £2 cost per click, and we have a budget of £200 that you invest into Facebook. Basically, I actually work with my clients who have a £25 cost per lead. But if you were doing a very worst case scenario at £50 cost per lead, you still have a very, very good business system that you've created. The worst result, that's the worst result. The best result you can see, or I've seen, is £16 cost per lead. But I basically help my clients work at around £25 as a cost per lead. And this is what you can expect when building out this business system. It's going to be very unlikely that your cost per lead will be £50. However, you can still have a very successful business system should you have a £50 cost per lead. And if you were to convert at 50%, you are still doubling your money off the front end. So there are many markers that you can improve on along the way, and again, more information as we go through these trainings, but this is just what I wanted to show you in terms of when we actually do generate traffic to your first part of the the process of the ClickFunnels, like the landing page stroke bridge page. So here we are, realistic expectations. Again, refer to video 9 if you want to in the video series, and I'm just going to show you a slide that I've made. I want to make sure that your expectations are definitely created before we press go on any campaign. I believe if you follow things in this program, you can expect a 3 to 5 times return on your ad spend, which means that you can consistently generate between 20 and 40 clients each and every month. We are basically building an evergreen campaign, an evergreen business system that sits nicely behind the scenes of your business. That means you can expect, if you build out correctly, again, 20 clients in the next 30 days if you are working towards those KPIs, those daily targets of a client a day minimum. And remember, the campaign can help you get there, along with you just striking up conversations with your previous leads and prospects in the last 12 months who have contacted you, so you can get there. So this is where your expectations should be. Okay, just going to go into detail now of the bridge stroke landing page. The reason why it's either bridge page or landing page is that the terminology is different. If you have been trying to build a funnel before, you might refer to a bridge page or a landing page, but basically means the same. Refer to video 10 if you want to for a bit more context, but I'm just going to show you another slide. So this is the bridge page. Remember, the page that is after the Facebook advert. So this is basically set up, created and optimized to generate a lead and basically for a prospect to click through. And make sure that we are optimizing this for mobile, because most people nowadays use their mobile phones and not a desktop. And again, I'll show you that when we come to build out this landing page. We need to make sure as well that the headline is congruent with the Facebook advert. So make sure everything that you put in the on the advert is the same to the offer on Facebook. Test for different colours. You can do, entirely up to you. I wouldn't steer too far away from bright colours, but you can obviously see what colours can work for you. Recap the features and the benefits. It's always good, I think, just to basically reiterate exactly what the offer is and what the prospect can expect when buying into your program. Make sure everything is above the scroll, above the fold. When you click up and down, this bar does come up on my iPhone, but basically you need to be able to see this blue button, see if you qualify, on your mobile device, and then that would obviously help you convert those clicks onto the next page. Basically, again, this page is all about stimulating the click to the application page, and we need to make sure that the prospect who lands on this knows exactly what they're buying into, and also what the next step is. So it is really the most important page, because again, you want to make sure that your conversions are high and the click-through rates are high, and make sure to update the timer each week. We can make this an evergreen campaign, as mentioned. You can say things like only a few spaces left this week in order to keep the campaign evergreen. So these are the points for the bridge page. Okay, so the third part of your business system is the application page. You can refer to video 11 for more context around this. And I'm just going to pop on to the next slide. This is the application page we're going to be building out together using Typeform. And it's all about capturing the lead. By this point, the prospect is very, very warm, and this is where you're going to be asking for the first time their email address and contact information, like email address, phone number, and whatnot. You don't ask on the advert, on the landing page, just because sometimes you might get people who are just like window shopping. However, if they're interested, they would definitely put their information in for then you to follow up and arrange a call with them. So we are going to be going through a set of questions. I'm going to help you build out everything, and I suggest that you use the questions that I suggest in the training in the next couple of videos. And it's all about qualifying the prospect to the best of our ability. Now, I think for £197, if you've decided to have your program priced at that, then it's fine. You're basically using this to as a price to qualify. Now, for higher price programs, you basically qualify on the ability for them to invest. So when you're on the phone, usually if it's between £200 and £500, they've already seen the price in the Facebook adverts, in the application form, on the landing page, and also this application form. There's actually a tick box they're going to tick to know how much your program is going to be. So really, when you get them on the phone, it's going to be you just basically taking payment on the phone. If it's more than £500, if you decide to do a program above that, that's fine. This application form will then be for them qualifying themselves on the ability to invest. So it could be that you have a program that's like £1,000 to £2,000. But again, it is doable, but I just think in order for this example, if you have a target of £5,000 revenue to make each month, then you can do this just with £197 to £500 as a price point. And the last stage of the business system is the aftercare stroke thank you page. Again, you can refer to video 12 for more context, but I'll also show you this. Some points to consider for the aftercare page. This is what the client will land on after they've completed the application form. They then go back into ClickFunnels, and we congratulate them for taking the right decision in applying for your program. Now, you can either have like a link in your application form to a software like Calendly, where they can book and schedule a call through your sort of online diary, or you can just do things old school because you would have received their email address and phone number. You could also just private message them. It depends really what you want to do. You can always test and tweak and see what works best for you. and see what converts better. But basically this last aftercare stroke thank you page is all for proof and for pacing, future pacing. So this is where you would include all the best success stories you have your side in order to really maximize that desire the prospect has working, you know, for you in the future. So they can basically really confirm their decision to work with you. And also I would strongly recommend, this is where you have a video of you thanking them for taking the step and action to apply to your program, and that you will be in touch soon and they've made a great decision. And the reason why also I think a video is great at this point, it's the first point of our business system, of your campaign, that they will actually see you. So human touch, it is great. Anywhere that you can add a bit of human element is awesome, and the conversions will increase as well. So if there's a video of you in your studio, or maybe you working with a client and it's very natural, then that would just basically increase conversions, which is great. So again, it's important to show all the best results you can that you already have for your clients that you've worked with. To set the scene, you can just give them a picture of what it would be like working with you. Make sure it's very clear and concise. Again, we're going to go through this in the future training. What their next step is, what's going to happen next, whether you're going to be in contact with them or whether they can actually book via Calendly or another booking software. And it again just reiterates and confirms their decision with the use of your social proof that they've made the right decision. And again, when you actually finally speak to them on the phone, it's a very easy sale. So that is it. That is basically step one, laying down the foundations. We've been through all these points. If you have any questions along the way, please just let me know on Facebook. I'm there for you. I can also make a video out of it as well. If it's like quite a point, I could put that on my YouTube channel. Let me know how you get on. Let me know what your offer is. Let me know your daily targets. Let me know if you are striking up conversations. Hopefully you've just like honed in onto one basket, one ideal client for your business system, for your one campaign, and hopefully you can really see and understand what the expectations are moving forward, and you understand exactly what each part of your business system does in terms of the bridge page, application and the aftercare page. Okay, awesome. See you in the next video for step number 2.